So you're thinking about a Porsche 911 in 2025. Great! Welcome to the club of speed lovers and financially questionable decisions. It's sleek, it's iconic, and it might just cost more than raising a child. Seriously, between the sticker price, insane options list, fuel that drinks like it's on vacation, and repairs that come with their own panic attacks, owning a 911 isn't just a purchase, it's a lifestyle commitment. But is it worth it? Or is it just a very expensive midlife crisis in German engineering? Stick around as we break it all down with numbers, insights, and a few laughs. Let's kick things off with the biggest and most obvious cost: buying the thing. The 2025 Porsche 911 Carrera starts at $122,095, and that includes the destination fee. But that's just your ticket to the entry-level experience. Want to step up to the Carrera S, GTS, Turbo, or go full-on enthusiast with a GT3? You'll be spending anywhere from $150,000 all the way up to $263,095, especially if you're eyeing limited editions like the Turbo 50 years. Yes, the price climbs faster than the tachometer on a cold start. Now, let's talk customization, because nobody buys a 911 and leaves it bone stock. Porsche's options list is legendary and expensive. Want custom paint, upgraded wheels, fancy interior stitching that only you will notice? It adds up fast. Most buyers drop an additional 10 to 30 grand on options alone. Honestly, blink once and you've accidentally spent $15K on leather you didn't know you needed. And here's the kicker: 2026 models are already more expensive, with the Carrera's starting price jumping to around $129,950. So if you're eyeing a 2025 model, it might actually be the value pick. Well, relatively speaking. Don't forget sales tax either. The national average hovers around 4.99%, but in states like Nevada, it can climb to 8.25%. That's a few $1,000s just for the honor of paying even more. Bottom line, the entry price is steep, and it only goes up from there. But hey, you weren't expecting a bargain bin sports car, right? Thinking about configuring your dream 911? Hit like if your build already costs more than your first apartment. Let's talk about the silent killer of car value: depreciation. On average, a Porsche 911 loses about 50% of its value over 5 years. That's roughly $60,000 evaporating from your bank account if you bought a base Carrera. And yes, that stings, especially when you realize that half of your investment is now somewhere between a dealership's used lot and someone else's Instagram post. But wait, there's a twist in the Porsche plot. Not all 911s depreciate equally. Special models like the GT3, GT3 RS, and anything limited edition can hold their value surprisingly well. In fact, some of these models even appreciate if kept in good condition. The 2023 911 Carrera, for example, is still holding on to about 84% of its value, with 92% of its useful life left. That's like buying a luxury time capsule that fights depreciation like a champ. Compare that to competitors like the Chevrolet Corvette, which, while a performance beast in its own right, tends to shed value faster than your followers after a bad tweet. The 911's depreciation curve is flatter, more stable, and far more forgiving if you decide to sell in a few years. In short, depreciation is very real. But if you choose the right trim, keep it clean, and don't crash it at a track day, the Porsche 911 actually holds up better than most sports cars in its class. Think of it as a high-speed savings account with tailpipes. Now, let's get into the part of ownership that separates the dreamers from the budgeters: maintenance and repairs. Because when you're driving a finely tuned piece of German engineering, the phrase routine service starts sounding a lot like surprise invoice. On average, annual maintenance for a Porsche 911 runs about $1,072, and that's if you're driving it like it's your grandma's Camry. If you enjoy spirited drives or occasional track days, prepare for higher bills and more frequent visits to the shop. Here's what you're looking at for some of the common service intervals. Oil changes every 10,000 miles, $625. Major service at 40,000 miles, $2,875. Brakes, pads and rotors, around $2,100 every 4 years, depending on usage. PDK transmission fluid change every 60,000 miles, $1,995. Basically, even the fluids in this car have a designer price tag. But it's not all doom and invoices. The 2025 911 scores a solid 89 out of 100 on J.D. Power's Reliability Index, which means the chances of catastrophic failure are low, as long as you stay on top of routine service. And when something does need fixing, you're usually replacing high-quality parts, not chasing gremlins. Want to save money? Here's the insider tip. Independent Porsche certified mechanics can do the same job for 30 to 50% less than dealership service centers. And no, they won't void your warranty, just check the paperwork. So while the Porsche 911 isn't cheap to maintain, it's not a nightmare either. Think of it like a luxury watch. It's precise, it's beautiful, and it occasionally needs a very expensive tune-up. Next up, insurance. Because what's a six-figure sports car without a monthly reminder that you're financially committed to it? In 2025, the average annual insurance premium for a Porsche 911 sits at about $1,300. Over 5 years, that adds up to around $6,500. Not exactly chump change, but honestly, not outrageous for a car that can hit 60 miles per hour faster than you can say comprehensive coverage. Of course, that number isn't carved in stone. Your age, driving record, zip code, and even the model you choose will swing your premium one way or the other. If you're behind the wheel of a Turbo S, just know your insurance agent may be upgrading their golf membership thanks to you. Also, if you've got a clean record and good credit, you'll probably score a better deal. But if you're under 25 with a lead foot and live in a major metro area, buckle up, the rates are coming in hot. Pro tip, shop around. Loyalty to insurance companies rarely pays off. In fact, they often quietly raise your rates while sending you emails about being a valued customer. Translation, valued, but definitely overpaying. Bottom line, insurance for a 911 isn't outrageous, but it's definitely a cost you need to factor in before falling in love with those iconic round headlights. If you've ever quoted insurance on a sports car and laughed nervously, drop a comment. We've all been there. Let's talk about feeding the beast, because owning a Porsche 911 doesn't just drain your wallet at the dealership, it keeps sipping from it every mile you drive. The 2025 911 Carrera delivers about 18 miles per gallon in the city and 25 miles per gallon on the highway. Not terrible for a high-performance sports car. But if you're stepping into a turbo or GT3, fuel economy drops to around 14 to 20 miles per gallon, depending on how heavy your right foot is, and let's be honest, if you bought a GT3, that foot's not light. Now, toss in premium fuel at an average of $4 per gallon in 2025, and you're looking at $2,000 to $3,000 per year in fuel costs if you drive the typical 12,000 miles annually. That's assuming you're not redlining it on every on-ramp or living at the track. Track days? Yeah, your fuel bill could double or even triple, especially if you're burning laps like they're going out of style. The engine's loving it, your credit card? Not so much. In short, the 911 isn't the thirstiest car on the road, but it definitely prefers its drinks top shelf, and it's not shy about asking for refills. Fueling up becomes a recurring reminder that you own something special and slightly demanding. Alright, time to bring it all together. Every dollar, every oil change, every mile of premium-fueled joy. What does it really cost to own a 2025 Porsche 911 Carrera over 5 years? Here's the breakdown. Depreciation, $56,390. Insurance, $6,500. Fuel $10,780 to $20,269. Maintenance and repairs $5,000 to $10,000. Taxes and fees $6,000 to $10,000. Add it all up, and you're looking at a total cost of ownership, TCO, between $90,000 and $100,000 over 5 years. And let's be clear, that's before you factor in financing costs or your occasional adrenaline-fueled track day weekends. If you're financing at today's rates, you'll want to budget in even more for interest and potential down payment losses. Now, let's throw in some context. A Chevrolet Corvette, total ownership cost over 5 years, comes in closer to $70,000. It's cheaper, faster in some trims, and very capable, but it doesn't carry the same daily drivability or long-term cachet. The BMW M4, it lands in a similar financial range as the 911, but with steeper depreciation and less iconic appeal. It's got power, tech, and a proper back seat, but it doesn't quite pull at the heartstrings the way a Porsche does. So yes, owning a 911 isn't cheap, but you're not just paying for speed. You're investing in engineering, heritage, and an experience that's equal parts luxury and thrill. It's a lifestyle, and like most good ones, it comes with a premium. So after all the numbers, service bills, and fuel receipts, is the 2025 Porsche 911 actually worth it? If you're a true driving enthusiast, someone who appreciates finely tuned performance, rich motorsport heritage, and strong resale value, then yes, absolutely. The 911 delivers one of the most well-rounded sports car experiences on the market. It's as comfortable cruising through downtown as it is slicing through apexes on a Sunday morning. Not many cars can claim that without compromise. It's also daily drivable, track capable, and holds its value better than most of its rivals. Whether it's the build quality, the brand prestige, or that unmistakable driving feel, the 911 checks boxes that go beyond pure specs. But let's be real, if you're budget conscious or looking for practicality, this car might not be your soulmate. The rear seats are more symbolic than usable. The cost of ownership is no joke, and you could buy a small house in some cities for the price of a well-optioned Turbo S. Looking for a smarter entry point? Consider a used 2023 model. You'll save a serious chunk of cash, enjoy nearly the same performance, and avoid that initial depreciation hit. Win-win! Bottom line, the Porsche 911 isn't just a car, it's an experience. It may not be the logical choice, but for the right driver, it's the only choice. Before we wrap up, let's touch on something no spreadsheet can measure: the intangible perks of owning a Porsche 911. Because while we've broken down the dollars, there's a side to ownership that's more emotional. The 911 isn't just another car, it's a precision-built machine with legendary engineering and a design that's been evolving, yet instantly recognizable for decades. It's a car that feels alive. Even a mundane Monday commute suddenly feels like a warm-up lap at spa. Owners often call it mechanical therapy, and they mean it. Then there's the brand aura. Driving a Porsche 911 sends a subtle message. You value craftsmanship, performance, and, let's be honest, success. It's like wearing a Rolex that revs to 7,500 RPM. Whether you're rolling up to a valet stand or pulling into a gas station, people notice and often nod in silent respect. There's also the community, from weekend cars and coffee meets to deep dive threads on Renlist. Owning a 911 connects you to a global network of passionate enthusiasts. And let's not forget track days, where the car's full potential becomes your playground. Sure, the ownership costs are real, but so is the experience. The feeling you get behind the wheel, the sound, the control, the heritage. That's not something you can put a price tag on. Because sometimes driving a 911 isn't just about getting from A to B. It's about loving every inch of the journey in between. So yes, owning a Porsche 911 in 2025 will set you back around $100,000 over 5 years. But for many enthusiasts, the emotional return is absolutely priceless. It's more than a car, it's an experience, a status symbol, and a driving thrill few machines can match. Would you buy a Porsche 911 in 2025? Drop your thoughts in the comments. I'd love to hear them. And if you enjoyed this breakdown, don't forget to like, subscribe, and explore our other videos for more honest car ownership insights. Because let's face it, the 911 isn't just a car, it's a lifestyle with fuel costs.